Hey, how's it going? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, then you're probably doing a bit of research online about the most important marketing tools, right? Online marketing tools that every single online marketer needs to have. Okay, it doesn't matter what you're doing. Okay, you could be an author online trying to sell ebooks, you could be an affiliate marketer trying to sell affiliate marketing products, you could be in top tier sales, you could be in e-commerce. It doesn't really matter as long as you're trying to sell some sort of physical or digital good using the internet. Then there are a couple of things, a few things actually, that you must absolutely have. Okay, so I'm going to share that with you over the next few minutes, if you want to get a pen and a piece of paper, you can write that down too. So listen, if this is the first time you're watching my video, okay, I've actually been online for 9 years, and in these 9 years that I've been online, I've always used the same few tools, and I found that it didn't really matter what I was doing, they were always the most effective for my business. Okay, and I'll explain to you why that is. So the first thing that I would say that is a must-have, okay, every single internet marketer, it doesn't matter what you're doing, as long as you're selling some sort of product, you need this. Okay, and the first thing is a capture page. Okay, you must have a capture page. It's also called a landing page. It's also called a squeeze page. Those are all acronyms. It's basically, synonyms. All the same thing, right? But it's exactly the same thing. Okay, a capture page is basically the first website that any potential prospect or customer or audience sees of your, it's basically a website that you own. Okay, it's the first page that they see, and basically you're going to be offering them something of value in exchange for their email address. Okay, so the reason why you want to collect the email address is so that you can capture it on an autoresponder, okay, and follow up with them automatically to build a relationship with them. Okay, so a capture page is a must. Now, I've spoken about this a lot in some of my other videos. You can't use somebody else's capture page. You must have your own capture page, okay? Because if you look like everybody else, then what tends to happen is your conversions are going to suffer and people are not going to opt into your website. So you've got to be unique, okay? When it comes to marketing online and being, a very powerful marketer, you've got to stand out, okay, from the competition. You can't look the same as everybody else because there's so much noise online, right? So if you're using, replicated websites, replicated capture pages, landing pages, squeeze pages, then, your conversions are going to suffer. So you must be unique, okay? You got to stand out there. You got to sort of stand on the mountaintop and yell at the top of your voice, I'm different, notice me. That's basically what you have to do. And the first way that you get that done is by having your own custom landing pages, squeeze pages. Very, very easy to do. Okay, you can always use tools like ClickFunnels to design it. I've got all the resources in the bottom of this video if you want to check that out. Okay, so that's the first thing. You must have your own capture pages, okay, squeeze pages. And then the second thing that you must have is you must have an autoresponder, right? So I use GetResponse, but there are a lot of different ones in the market like Infusionsoft, Aweber, Drip. There are a lot of different ones, okay? Now, it's very important to have an autoresponder because if you're not capturing emails, then essentially you have nothing. Okay, you're not following up with anyone. That can be a real problem, okay? Because a lot of people will land on your website, but most people, they're not gonna buy straight away. Okay, because remember, this is 2018, 2019, 2020, right? People aren't just gonna buy from some random website that might have worked like 10 years ago, when the internet was very new. But people just are bombarded these days with sales messages all day long, right? Left, right, and center. So people aren't just gonna buy your stuff just because you have some product on a website. So a lot of people misunderstand. They think that, oh, all you have to do is grab some affiliate program, put it on a website, drive traffic to that website, and people are gonna buy instantly. No, okay? People aren't gonna buy from a faceless website. People want to buy from someone that they know, like, and trust. They want to buy from a person. They want to buy from you, okay? They want to buy from a human being, right? They don't just want to buy from some random website. So in order to do that, you have to build a relationship, right? You got to build a relationship. So how do you build a relationship? Well, you have to first be able to follow up with people and get some information from them so that you can send them stuff on a regular basis, right? So in order to do that, you must have a tool called an autoresponder, okay? So that's the second tool. You must invest in your landing page and you must invest in your autoresponder. Okay, now the third thing that you must absolutely have is you must have a blog. Okay, you must have some sort of, again, a blog is kind of a very like 90s term, but basically you need your own branded website. You need a hub, okay? You need somewhere, you need your own website that you own, and it brands you, okay? It either brands yourself or it brands your brand. It depends, you know, what you're selling, right? But essentially, it's a place that you call your home. It's a place that you call your hub, okay? And no matter what happens to the products that you're marketing, because maybe you're marketing a lot of different business opportunities, right? You might be marketing some sort of network marketing company, or you might be marketing some very big affiliate program, right? Or you might be marketing a couple of them, or a few of them. It doesn't really matter. But no matter what happens to these companies, so let's say it's company A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? No matter what happens to any of these companies, you know, let's just say they're here today and they're gone tomorrow. Even if they shut down tomorrow, it doesn't matter, because your entire business is built on your hub, your website, your blog, okay? Something that you own personally. Now, what can you do on your blog? Well, what you should be doing on your hub or your blog is you should be coming out with really good content for your marketplace, right? So maybe, you know, you use YouTube, for example. Like, I like to use YouTube a lot, right? So I'm building up a YouTube, you know, channel. I've got hundreds of videos on there, thousands of views, right? And lots of subscribers. Like, you know, maybe you're watching my YouTube video right now. I don't know where you're watching this video. You could be watching it on a few different places, maybe Facebook, maybe YouTube, or maybe on my blog, right? Now, if I was to, you know, record this video on YouTube, I might then decide that, hey, I don't just want to get this video on YouTube, I want to put it on my blog as well. And then what I would do is I would put it on my blog, I would write a little article that's similar to the video, and then I would send it, I would use my autoresponder to send it to my list. Okay, so what am I doing there? So what I'm doing is I am branding myself. I am bringing people that are on my list here, okay, and I'm moving them to a different location, which is my blog, okay, and people are viewing my stuff now on my blog, my hub, okay, and then when they go to my hub, there are a lot of different things that are going on at my hub, right? I can, for example, I could promote different products on my hub, on my blog, on my website, right? I could recommend different things. I could, you know, have testimonials on my hub. I could even have, you know, an area where I do personal one-on-one consultations if I decided to do that, right? You know, if you decide to do that at some point, maybe that's a way for you to get to your audience, right? So how could you offer that? Well, the best place to do that is on your blog, okay? Now, why is that important? Well, it's very important because if you are building your entire business on YouTube, for example, or Facebook, for example, right? A lot of people think that, oh, you know, I've got, you know, 1,000 subscribers on Facebook, or I've got 10,000 subscribers on Facebook, and that's a really good thing, and that's great. But what happens if, for whatever reason, you break the rules of Facebook? And sometimes, you know, it's done by accident. You might not even know that you're breaking the rules, because, you know, these social platforms, they change their rules very often, okay? And I know that you're not going to be doing it on purpose, but by accident, one day you might just step on their toes the wrong way, and boom, they might just say, I'm sorry, Bob Smith, or whoever you are, but you just violated our terms. You just egregiously violated our terms. They love to use big words like that, okay? You'll get a little love letter, right, in your email inbox, and that's what they're gonna say, and your entire profile is gone, okay? Now, if you had 10,000 subscribers or followers on Facebook, they're just gone. There is no way for you to contact those people, okay? Now that's a big problem, right? If you are building your entire website on Facebook or YouTube, that becomes a problem, okay? But if you're clever, marketer, what you would be doing is you would be building your list, okay? So you've got one asset here, your list, in your autoresponder. So maybe you've got, you know, hundreds of people there, thousands of people, tens of thousands, whatever it is, okay? So that's number one. The second thing is, you know, you're clever, you had forward thinking, and now you've built your blog, okay, your hub, your website. So not only are people going to your they know your address, okay? So even if for some reason your Facebook account disappeared, they could still find you online because they've been going to your blog on a regular basis, right? So if for some reason they couldn't find you on Facebook, they would just go to Google and they would type out your name, or they would go straight to your blog because they know your address and they could see you there, and they could re-opt in onto your list if they weren't on your list. Or if they were already on your list, on your autoresponder, all you would have to do is you would just send out an email and say, you'd send out an email to your entire list and say something like, hey guys, just wanted to let you know that for some reason Facebook shut my account down, and I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm still here, of course, and if you want to hang out with me, you can come to my blog at blah 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 blah.com. Okay, your name, your brand, whatever it is, you know, John Smith, bobsmith.com, and people can get back on your list or they can get back in touch with you. Really, really simple. Okay, so that's another tool that I have in my arsenal that is so important. It doesn't matter what you're doing, okay? Because remember, even if you're selling some sort of service, people would much rather buy from you, a human being, than some faceless website. All right, which is why a hub is so important. So what are the three things that you need? So the first thing is you need a landing page, right? You need something that people can you need an entrance to your business, right? And the main entrance to your business is your landing page. The second thing that you need is you need an autoresponder so that you can collect all of these emails, and now you have a database of emails that you can follow up with, and this is your asset, okay? I mean, when you know how to nurture this asset correctly, okay, not only will people keep opening your emails, but they'll buy from you whenever you offer them some sort of product, okay? Because if you do a good job, what happens is people they get to know, like, and trust you, and trust is a huge thing online, okay? And if you recommend something and it's a good product, and it meets, you know, the requirements, it meets the needs of your potential audience, because I'm assuming that, you know, the niche market that you're in, okay, it's got to be a targeted group of people, right? It can't be like, you know, completely random different people on your list. They got to be the same type of people that are after the same type of result, okay? Now, if you're doing that right, then when you offer them a product that can meet and solve the problems that they're having, then a lot of them will actually buy, okay? And that's kind of how it works, all right? And then the last thing that you need, of course, is you need a hub, right? You need a hub, which is your own website. You own that. That's your asset. Nobody can take it away. It's kind of like your home, okay? Nobody can come and break in the door and kind of, you know, evict you from your house, unless you're not paying the rent, of course, right? So, but the thing is, the great thing about your hub and your blog is you own it, okay? You actually own it, and as long as you're paying, you know, the $10 US, you know, URL payment every single year, you'll get to keep your blog on there or your hub on there, okay? So no problems there, right? You're not gonna get evicted. Everyone can afford $10 a year, right? It's pretty affordable. So those are the three marketing tools that you absolutely must have. Now, the little things that I would say, this is also very important, but you don't have to have it because you have your blog, right? So what I like to do is I like to create, I would say, independent websites, independent pages, I should say, okay? And these are sales pages. So I will create an independent sales page. So sometimes I use my blog, and sometimes I use an independent sales page. And what that does is it takes people, so again, what you're trying to do is you're trying to move people in different places. You're trying to train people to basically take the actions that you want them to take, okay? So if you're always sending them to your blog, then it gets a little bit mundane for your audience, because they see your blog day in and day out. It's kind of boring, right? But if you send them to a different website, then all of a sudden they're like, hey, you know, I've never seen this website before. You know, Jim has never sent me to this website, or Aaron has never sent me to this website before. So it kind of keeps their interest, right? So what I do that helps your conversions as well, okay? So what I like to do is once in a while, I like to create what I call an independent sales website. And when I recommend a product, I will send my subscribers to that website so that it looks a little bit different, and then you know, they get to kind of see the product or whatever I'm promoting at that time. And if they like it, then they'll buy. That's kind of it. Okay, so now you can move in between your blog and your independent, you know, websites. And look, those are static pages. It doesn't really matter. You can build them on an extension of your URL or of your blog URL if you want. Okay, you can send them there, and it's used just for that, just to recommend that program. That's all it is, right? You don't have to use it again if you don't want to, or if it's a very good page, you can use it on a regular basis. Okay, just not every day, right? Because if you show people the same page every day, your conversions are going to get affected. Okay, so listen, these are the 4 marketing tools that I use on a daily basis: the landing page, the autoresponder, my hub, my blog, my website, okay, my home, and independent sales pages. Okay, and you can build all of this, using ClickFunnels if you want to do that. Again, resources in the bottom. Again, completely up to you. There are a lot of different ways you can do it. I like to use ClickFunnels because it's a very, very powerful platform, okay? So that's it. Yeah, that's how I, in the 9 years that I've been online, those things have never changed, okay? They've always been the same. Now, what changes is how well you use these tools, okay? So let me kind of, bring this, wrap this up and so that you really understand. Even if you're using all of these tools, okay, if you don't know how to use these tools properly, your conversions and my conversions are going to be very, very different, okay? Your sales numbers and my sales numbers will be very, very different, because just because you have all these tools doesn't really mean that you know how to use them properly, okay? So for example, maybe if you're sending emails, if you're not doing this right, your open rate might only be 3%. Now my average open rate is 15 to 18% for every single email. So it's like, 5 times the normal rate. Is 5 times the industry norm. Why is that? Well, it's because I'm doing a lot of things right, and I'm not gonna talk about it in this video, but you can check it out. I've done lots of videos on how to maximize your open rate, right? But it's because I offer a lot of value to my email list, okay? So every time I send them something, I'm sending them really, really good stuff. I'm not really selling. I'm basically adding value to their lives, and I'm helping them to get closer to their goals, okay? So if you do that more, you will see your open rate spike, okay? So again, I'm digressing a little bit, but just to come back to this, it's very important for you to practice using these 4 tools every single day so you get better and better and better, okay? If you're not split testing your landing pages, then you're not using your landing page tool very well, for example, okay? If your blog doesn't look very nice, right? If it looks kind of, crappy and it's not, a nice looking blog, then that's an area that you can improve on, okay? If your sales pages don't look very good, maybe you don't have a testimonials on it, maybe the videos you're putting up on it aren't very good, again, that's an area that you can improve on as well, okay? So these are some of the things that you got to think about, okay? It's not just about having the tools, it's about understanding how to use those tools right. I hope that makes sense, okay? And that's why it took me so long to figure stuff out. I was failing for 8 years in my business, okay? It was only the last year and a half where I really started to figure this stuff out. And I've since then made hundreds of sales in my business, made thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars in my business actually. And it's because I finally understood how to use these tools in the right way to get me the result that I was looking for, okay? So let me know in the comments below what you think of this video. Are you using some of these tools? Do you have a hub? Do you have a blog? Do you use a landing page, right? Are you sending your traffic straight to your sales pages? If you're doing that, please stop doing that, because you're not gonna get any results like that, okay? Getting a bit sunny here. So yeah, I'd love to know what you think in the comments below. And hey, if you got some value from this video today, please give me a thumbs up, really appreciate that. And if you want to really learn this stuff a little bit more, if you're not already, getting my training, all you need to do to get my free training, I actually show you how to do this in depth, how to build, a 5-6 figure business online. You can click on the link right below this video. There's a little link right there that's going to lead you to my website. Enter your best email address and check your inbox. I'm actually going to send you some really cool stuff that will show you how to do a lot of this, and it will get a lot of those questions answered for you. Okay, so listen, I hope you enjoyed this video today. I will see you in another video very, very soon. Have an awesome week. Take care.